Here we go, because they bully me all day and all night, all day and all night, all over the many corners of the internet. Now, DJ Qualls, he played Garth on Supernatural. I actually purchased a cameo from DJ years ago when I had the Supernatural group. He was absolutely lovely, one of the nicest people, and I actually got to interact with him. It was very cool and pleasant. I'm a really, really big fan. I've liked his work ever since, his older movies like Road Trip and stuff. Anyway, he has a podcast, and they were discussing some of the travesties that have been going on with the current administration, and some of the what's going on with the undocumented people that are being abducted by ICE. Now, I made a comment, and after Tony danced for us, and I reposted all of her videos, and she made a comment gaslighting me about how she's had that shirt forever, and that, those songs are coincidences. A bunch of their buddies got into the comment section because they comment on everything I comment on. They are in everything. I don't know if it's where they watch me in the phone or they're stalking me so heavily online that they know what I comment on. And then a group of them will get in there and attack me in the comments. Now, there's a handful of people that have commented on my comment that were legitimate commenters, and now there's a handful that are mentioning things that I spoke about in private conversations with my CPS case manager. Private conversations that should have just been between me and her in the car or in this room. And private things that I've mentioned in this room, just talking to myself or talking to the camera. I don't post everything that I say, but I did say that Jane would not make it in prison, but maybe she might be good at it considering how she runs the fucking world here, like in the real world, and how she's the kingpin that gets everybody to do everything. Maybe she might be good at it, because she can get everybody to do favors for her, but she won't have money. So I'll have to figure out other ways to get people to do things for her. But if they put her in Gen Pop with the people that she's been puppeteering, it might not be as good an idea. Because they might be mad that they're in there with her because she dragged them into this. Somebody made a comment about Orange is the New Black. Somebody made comments about things that I mentioned in private case management with my CPS caseworker. Now tell me, oh, and one thing, because I said that, I said in here that, that I could possibly, represent myself in a lawsuit, considering that, I couldn't find any high-profile lawyers to do the case pro bono for me, so that I could sue them and get the hell out of this fucking room and get away from these people who are constantly stalking me. And wouldn't you know, that was mentioned in a comment. So tell me how you guys know what I'm talking about in this room enough to comment on a comment that I've made in the comment section of a legitimate podcast. A legitimate podcast where they came up with the ideas for the things that they discuss and the idea of the podcast themselves. A legitimate podcast. And you go in and make fun of me covertly so that nobody knows that you're making fun of me and things that I've spoken about in this room or in private case management. How do you How do you get to it so fast? How do you know? Because it's not like anybody's going to believe me. My mom and one of my molesters used to say that nobody's going to believe you anyway. You can talk all you want to, you can tell on me, but nobody's going to believe you anyway, and if you do talk, I'll kill you, or I'll hurt your mommy and daddy. Just like typical abusers. Isn't that a strange way to behave, considering that you run a domestic violence program? Must be doing something under the surface there that you don't want people to know about, and that's why you're doing this to me. I don't give a fuck. You've hurt us enough. You have hurt us beyond repair. So I don't give a shit what you do or say to me, but you are using private information to fucking stalk, bully, and intimidate me online. And half of you, I don't know. The other half, I have seen before, and you just put filters on your faces or put your high school photo in there like I'm a dumb idiot. Tony, I believe I have seen you at TLP now that I saw you without the filter on. Your digital footprint doesn't ever go away. You can hire a social media team. You can hire a cybersecurity squad and then put the t-shirts out to taunt me after I've posted a video. But it doesn't ever go away. It's not as shreddable as the paper evidence that you put outside of your office that one day, and I've got the date written down, after I talked about in a video that you came up to me and weirdly said something about shredding papers. And I hadn't asked you anything remotely about that, but you brought that up because you guys always have to incriminate yourselves by bragging. And you put after I posted a video, you put a huge bag of shredded papers outside of your office, kind of like when I had asked for a computer way back at the beginning of 23, when my kid was in school and we needed a laptop, and the school wouldn't allow us to have one, but they did give other kids laptops. Mine wasn't allowed to bring theirs home. So I sent an email to the school asking for a laptop, and you, Jane, put 3 empty laptop boxes outside your office that very afternoon. You were giving laptops away to other people, just not me, and then you were putting the empty boxes outside of your office after you read it in an email, or somebody from that school contacted you and told you that I was asking for a computer. Either way, you shouldn't know that private fucking information. My neighbors shouldn't know my private fucking information. They shouldn't be standing outside my fucking room constantly yapping like a bunch of weirdos about my private information that I speak about either in a private email, the privacy of my room, or the privacy of case management, or there's been a couple of times in the privacy of my doctor's office, because everything is protected by privacy laws for the moment. So maybe I will represent myself, because honestly, I'm the only one around here with any integrity. You are all demented. I haven't done a fucking thing to any of you for you to do the kinds of things that you have done to me, but you stole money from me. And you don't want to take accountability for a fucking thing you do because you've made me the bad guy to everybody. You have gotten so many people roped into this, telling them all kinds of lies about me, that now they've joined in on your criminal activities. Which, cyberstalking, there's a huge sentence. Attempted, that one's life in a lot of cases. You got some pretty serious charges racking up. So the only solution would be to make me look like the crazy person by getting all of your friends, like a bunch of high school to middle school bullies, in the comment sections of every fucking thing I say and do online. Everything. You're everywhere. You're in everything. Which either means you're in my phone or you're surveying me illegally in this room. Either way, it's illegal. There's another charge. Get the fuck out of my face, you Looney Tune bitches. And I'm calling the men that too, because you're a bunch of cowards, and I don't see anything manly about any of you as well. Alright? The fact that you all enable each other to this toxic fucking behavior is the saddest fucking shit I've ever seen in my life, and I don't care how you fucking feel about me for calling it out. And I'm sure there won't be coffee tomorrow, because we gotta punish her for saying the truth about what we're doing to her. Because we all need fucking therapy. But therapy is gay. Therapy, being vulnerable is weak and stupid and cringe. Well, it seems like I'm the only one who's well-adjusted and self-aware enough not to fucking commit crimes against other people because I don't like them. Because I don't like what they're saying. Go fuck yourselves. Give me back my mail and my fucking paperwork, because I do not trust you with it. Considering what you've done here, I know that you've done illegal things with my fucking documents and paperwork. You had to. Oh, no, storage isn't almost gone. You are. The time to cut that whole section out. Okay, so one time, I went outside here, and it was during that time where everybody kept coming up trying to smoke all of my vape. I had a cartridge, because I get it for my pain. I have a physical disability, I get it for my pain. And they all saw that I had it, so they would come up and ask for some. And they would all stand around and try to get information out of me while they smoked up my cartridge, because they knew that they were going to get my benefits cut off, so I wouldn't be able to get any more. So that's why they did that. You selfish, sick fucks. But, so they got this guy to come over, and he looked like my ex, who I have a picture of in my phone, the one that died, that I love dearly. And they got this guy to come over, and he looked like him, and he was from San Diego. And all of you guys, like, when you talk to me, you admit to, like, serious crimes, and I have to be like, allegedly, I didn't hear you, and you're like, no, I did, and I'm like, no, I didn't hear you, because I don't want to be implemented in your fucking crimes. That's why I say that, because legally, if I know about it, if I know about a crime, I have to report it, and I don't fucking want any part of your bullshit. But every time they do that, and they admit to, like, serious shit, and I'm like, I didn't hear you, I don't know what you're talking about, because they admit to what they're doing in this too. And so this guy came over and talked to me. He was a nice guy. I'm just not interested in the dudes around. I'm just not. I don't want to date anybody here, because you're all involved in this and it's weird. But, wouldn't you know, the same girlie who's involved in all of it had to walk over and get her nose in it, and I let her have him. I don't know what she did with him, because I just wanted to go to bed. I don't want to interact with people, because you guys know way too much about private things that I haven't told you about. Which you had to have either found out from my case managers or from my therapists around here, or my doctors. And all the private information is protected by HIPAA. But you have done some terrible things. I know about all of them. You are being watched behind the scenes. I can't imagine how you could think you weren't, especially with all the cyber stalking, because I do have people that have been following me for a very fucking long time. Some people that I've actually had some real interactions with, like some of the cast of Supernatural. What is wrong with you? I mean, you try to make me look bad. This is what it is you try to set it up to make me look terrible, or me look uneducated, or me look uncredible. But you look uncredible when you're making fun of somebody like that, or trying to tear them down, or trying to tear down their intelligence by being smarter, you look sad. It doesn't look bad on me. You want me to crash out so that you can be like, see, look at her. But I have all of this. I have the dates written down on a lot of things that you did. I have a lot of things you don't know about that I know about all of you. The ones that I do know. But you brought so many people into it. Either way, I don't fucking care what you feel about me. I left that program 7 months ago. You shouldn't still be in my life doing this. I want you to leave me alone. I've said it over and over and over again. I have a lot of people that have been following me and that are keeping up with the case that you don't know about. So to keep putting the comments in. All comments admitting that you strangers know things that you shouldn't know about private details of my life that I've either spoken about in this room, so you got that information through my phone, or you got it from my case managers. But then you get a group of these yahoos that stand outside the window and brag and about things that they've done on here too, and it's just, what the hell is wrong with you? I have literally just been trying to live, just trying to provide for myself and my kid, but I'm doing it in a way that you don't like, because you don't benefit from it. You don't get to steal my ideas and profit off of them. You don't get to watch me break my body by applying to some place where you, the people in the program, would force us to go out and take jobs in the community because you get incentive. You get financial incentive when we take those jobs. You get government grants whenever we even enter the program. So that's why you keep trying to get me to come back so that you can have me at your mercy and try to poison me or do whatever it was you were doing all over again. No. No means no. If you taught women consent, and you taught those little boys in that program who would make fun of the little girls and abuse and bully them, because I watched it, and I watched you just be like, boys quit, because you're enabling abuse. You're enabling the cycles of abuse. Those little boys were treating those little girls just like they've watched their fathers treat their mothers, and you do nothing about it. In fact, you get all those mothers and some of those little boys to stalk and harass me online. Because we're not breaking cycles of abuse here. We are profiting off of pain, and how fucking dare I come in and fuck that up for everybody? When you could have helped me get my inheritance, my divorce, my benefits, my disability all set up like I tried to do on my own, but you even blocked the disability lawyer I tried to call. You blocked the lawyers. I told her that in case management. I don't want to deal with any of you anymore. You are not. It is not private. It is not confidential. The whole town shouldn't fucking know what I talk about, like it's fodder for gossip in my case management. So that you could all get on fucking line and make fun of me in the comment section of a podcast that I do respect and enjoy listening to. Because they don't stand around outside of somebody's room in your organization, half employees and half clients, and make fun of that person's dreams and ideas for starting a podcast and starting a social media platform, and call her a cringe fucking bitch, what an idiot, we should start a podcast, and then you fucking do. And yours gets to make money while you steal every bit of revenue and block every bit of my content from getting out to the people that it would benefit. Shut up. Go fuck yourselves. Tony, you don't look as good in that shirt as I do. Learn the words to the fucking songs. You could put a fucking video up beside the camera with the lyric video and read the words. My God. If you could do what I do better, instead of making fun of me with it, fucking do it. But what I see here isn't better. Character-wise or content-wise. It's lame and cringe as fuck. Anyway, we're starving. Do you want to make fun of that? Do you want to make fun of that? Do you want to make fun of it? How you tried to set up something so we'd be kicked out of this room when for 3 weeks before that I tried to get it set up, and I have all the emails, every single email I've sent the entire time I was in that program and here to prove that what I'm saying is true and that what you're claiming is false. Which is why we're still... Okay? Go away. Get out of my phone. None of you would make it in prison, even though you know all the tactics and you use them on me while I was in that program. Go fuck yourselves. You know that my D-Day is coming. You know it is. And every time because you're stalking me so heavily on social media and watching my every move, and you're in my phone so I can't send messages or emails, so I can't get the word the way normal people do. So I've got something set up that you don't get to fucking know about and fuck up for me. And you're in it. You're in it trying to gaslight and trying to get out of what you fucking did here, and you're not going to. Yeah, you know it's coming. You know as well as I do. You probably have the mail to prove something, because that's probably why you started all this. You're trying to block any career opportunities for me in the career of my choice, because that career would put me in a position of power where I could expose what you did to us. And I'd be able to actually get real representation so that I could sue you for what you did here. Which is why you're making fun of the lawyers and mentioning lawyers in the comments there. Actually, almost word for word what I spoke to my CPS case manager about. And that is why you're trying to block me from these opportunities, or from having any love in my life or any support, which is why you've got me so isolated and stuck right here, and you got everyone around me involved in this. It's typical classic narcissistic abuse, covert narcissism. But I think you're sociopaths because you have absolutely no human empathy. And either way, I don't fuck with it. Alright, I see you, I hear you, I'm so fucking over you, it's not funny. And when you withhold the coffee, and I also have all the video evidence you could ever ask for from the very beginning, proving everything, that I wasn't lying about anything, and you're mad because I opened up the TikTok. You weren't expecting that. You thought you were going to silence me. Nah, fam. I was waiting for the right opportunity to open it all wide up so that you had to fucking take accountability for all of it. Because you're not doing that otherwise. Go away. There has not been one single day of peace since I met any of you. Not one. Since I walked into that fucking program. You have made life miserable because you're miserable. I don't want to be miserable. I don't want to. I don't want to. You can't control me. And you don't like that. But that's what abusers do. That's what abusers do. They don't like it when other people are happy. They don't like it when other people succeed. They don't like it when other people have money. They don't like it when other people try to take control and anonymity of their own lives. So they do shit like this to block it, to mess it up for them, so that that victim can be as miserable and as stuck as they feel. No. No means no. You have to have my consent. And you don't. You don't have my consent to sign anything in my name. You don't have consent over my faculties, over my money. You don't have consent to still be in my life 7 months after I've left that program. None of you have consent to stalk and bully me online or stand outside my fucking window yapping shit that I don't care about. I don't care how you fucking feel about me. I don't care what you think of me. If you can do better, do it. But this is not how you do better, because I'm not stepping on anybody. I'm not paying people off. I'm not doing illegal things to get these opportunities. You're doing that. And it didn't happen the way you say it happened. Are you sure? You seem really traumatized and tired. Maybe you should take advantage of some of the mental health resources in the area. I won't be doing that, so there'll be room for you to get in there. All right? Fuck you. Honey, did you take your account down? After I recorded that? You took your account down. That was literally while I was recording that video. You took all those cool videos down in my shirt. Well, that almost looks incriminating. That almost looks bad on your part. Or is it to make it look like I'm crazy and it didn't really happen? Oh, it happened. People saw it. You sure? You sure you wanna take it down? Well, I'm still gonna post my video. All right, Tony, honey. That's my shirt. Again, I rocked it. I also rocked all those songs that you made fun of me. Neon Moon, you made fun of. Knock 3 times. What else? Damn it! See, you took them down, and now hold on. Let me think. Salt and Pepper, which I mentioned in a video. There we go. An REO Speedwagon. I Can't Fight This Feeling. These are songs that I've either covered, I've spoken about and posted about on Facebook, or posted in my playlist on YouTube, or I was singing in my room. Just singing in my room. Tony. But Tony disappeared now. Tony and my shirt, but my IG story is still up of me wearing the shirt, and I'm telling you about the songs that she was singing. Not singing, she didn't know the words to. Again, there's lyric videos. But you made me look really stupid. Really stupid.